Hello guys, what's up? Here's the video on how to make that homemade grinder I was talking about. Alright, so the things you're gonna need is hot glue gun. Next, some vice grips. I mean, they're not mandatory, but it's nice to have. And some snips. You don't have to have these either. I would strongly recommend using a marker though. Helps a lot with making the holes. And wire nails. This is what's gonna be in the grinder. Alright, so let's get started. What you're gonna go ahead and want to do is you're just gonna want to poke 8 holes. Well, that's what I did for this cap. This is a Gatorade cap, by the way. Just gonna want to poke 8 holes right there. And then in this center one, what I did was I poked 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And then I'm gonna put just one in the very center. I'm gonna make 4 holes while you guys are here. So this is just gonna want to make sure the caps are gonna be able to fit inside of each other. And as long as they can do that, it's okay. Doesn't matter. So yeah. So this cap is pretty much done. And then at the end, we're just gonna snip it off and then put the hot glue around it to reinforce it. Alright, so let's get started. Okay. So I'm just gonna demonstrate poking the holes in this cap. I'm gonna poke 4 for the center one. This one. So let's get 4. I'm gonna get 1 for my vice grips. I'm just gonna use something to help me get these in real fast for you guys. It kinda hurts when you use your hands. Let's get these 2. Oops. Okay. So we got our 4 in this part. We're just gonna make sure everything fits into place nicely. As you can see, everything still spins and rotates. You're just gonna want to make sure there's nothing really getting in the way of whenever you spin it. Alright, so the next part is to just make it to whatever height you want. This is probably the height I'm gonna leave it at. I mean, you can, like this, you could kind of change around, pushing it down. Like that, just change the height a little bit. That's what, I guess, yeah, I could go ahead and do it. It won't take very long. Yeah, see, like that. Alright. Now we can kind of push these down a little bit. So get these little push. Make sure that everything's even. Because, yeah. You're just going to want to make sure it's really smooth whenever you're twisting it and there's nothing stopping it from being able to twist. So it's really easy to grind your herb. Just trying to get them all evened up. It might actually be these guys. even. There we go, that's better. Alright, next up, just get them in position. You can kind of scoot the nails around a little bit, like you can move them. If any of them's catching, you just gotta figure out which one it is. Alright, so the next step is we're gonna go ahead and get the hot glue and glue them. See if it's ready. Oh yeah, good. Just gonna put some hot glue around it just to make sure it'll stay real nice. Just make sure you be pretty liberal with it so they'll stay in place whenever grinding things up. Alright, I'm done with this side. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. The ones that are poking out are a little bit harder to do because you have to get all the way around it. Looks like it's pretty dried. Now what you could go ahead and do is just cut off the tips so they don't poke you, and just to make everything look nice overall. So let's go ahead and get started with that. You can trim them down all the way, it doesn't really matter. But I'm just going to leave a little bit of this excess. The closer they are, the harder they are to get. Alright, so these look good. Now we're just going to go ahead and put some hot glue on top, just to make sure there's no little pokey bits can stab us. Just gonna make sure that you did a good job with the hot glue and there's nothing gonna poke you. Alright, let's get to business. I think we have one of these. It's kind of hard to get the ones in the middle. Alright. Now we could just kind of put some around the edges, or at the tops, just like last time. Make sure nothing's going to poke us. Alright, so we have one piece finished. So it's going to look like whenever the top piece is done, the one we did with the bottle Gatorade cap. I think I'm in the camera here. Alright, now let's get on to this second one. Just cutting it down. Oops, accidentally dropped this one. Okay, so I'm back, guys. My phone kinda glitched out. I guess it was too full. Alright, so, and we're gonna get this little last one in the middle. Alright, and just like last time, we're gonna put some hot glue around all of them. Make sure we got a little nice protection, little barrier so it doesn't cut us. Alright, yeah, and that's it. That's how I made it. Sorry for such a long video, guys, but that is it. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And see you guys next time.